we're doing a wilderness navigation course. We're doing a 2-day course. A couple of folks with me here. And we're starting off with just learning how the compass works, the basics. Yep. So what they're figuring out here is that the compass works, that the math works, that they can make a perfect triangle within a circle. They first have to trust the instrument. In the wilderness area, you're going to have a much smaller treadway, 18-inch treadway, with a corridor of 3 feet by 6 feet versus non-wilderness, it's 8 feet by 4 feet with a 24-inch treadway. Other differences between wilderness and non-wilderness will be that there's no blazing in the wilderness area. So the colored blazes that we had before, you're not going to see those. And by the way, these corridors are the way they're designed, but you're going to see in reality that's not the way these trails actually are. A lot of them are brushed right in. In fact, on wet days, some are so brushed in it's like going through a car wash. Okay, but this is the design of these trails. Okay, you will find wilderness areas with blazes, but they're newer wilderness areas. They were designated by Congress at a more recent date, so you might see remnants of old blazes. You also find that the signs are different in the wilderness area. They will show you trail names, but they won't have corresponding distances next to them, so you need to use your map. And they tell you when you go into wilderness areas that you want to be prepared to do some navigation by map and compass. Oh. Is math your nemesis?
Yes.
Mine too. So again, we are aligning the face of the compass with north on the map and the base of the compass with the direction of travel. So using the neat line on the right side of that map is perfect. Okay, you guys getting the information? We have our elevation, it's 1,000 feet up. What's our distance?
0.45.
0.45?
Yeah, just a little.
Let's go with 0.5.
Okay. Easier.
Yeah, it's a little bit easier. I mean, if it's 0.45, it's a minute and a half instead of 3.
And what was it, 12 minutes for every?
It's 3 minutes per 100 feet of gain.
Oh yeah, 3.
3 minutes per 1/10 of a mile. And the result, because this is a bushwhack, will double. This afternoon, when we do our bushwhack at Echo Lake, we are actually going to double it again because it's going to be a classroom style bushwhack. It'll just take us. So right now we are putting map and compass together. They have drawn a line between 2 specific points on the map. We are figuring out all of the information that we can find out about that line. First of all, the bearing, the elevation, the starting elevation, the ending elevation, the amount of change and whether it's positive or negative. We're also going to figure out the distance. And then using this information, we're going to figure out how long it's going to take us as a bushwhack, which as a rule of thumb is 3 minutes per 100 feet of elevation gain, 3 minutes per 1/10 of a mile. And if we're going to do a bushwhack, we're going to at least double the result. We're headed out to Echo Lake State Park, walking through the woods here. We're going to practice what we've learned in the classroom, putting map and compass together and do a little bit of navigating. Are you lost? Starting to work now? Good.
I can go as far as here, and then I have to kind of take another one.
Yes.
My compass got knocked. You said 238?
So she's going to position herself on the line. We can extend this bearing line.
Yeah. The road. Perfect. You look good. Okay, coming up.
It's the White Mountain Hotel, White Horse Ledge. So we're on a trail. We were expecting to hit a trail. We're at the elevation we're expected to be when we ended this thing. And the time that we have estimated to elapse, which is what, 48 minutes, is pretty gosh darn close. We are on the hiking trail, so we need to send one person to the end of the trail to see if our course deviation brought us to the right spot. Our team is having to plot a course in the field. Headquarters called on the compass the way it usually does. We're going back to Echo Lake.
Point that way.
We're going from 600 feet to 500 feet. And the distance is about the same. What's different is the bearing and the amount of time it's going to take us because we are now decreasing elevation instead of increasing it. Good job, guys. You nailed it. All right, we're done at Echo Lake. We're headed to the Intervale Outlook. I am going to teach my students how to orient their map, how to triangulate their position, and how to use that information and that science, if you will, to figure out what something is in the distance that they're looking at. Most people are not going to need their position triangulated in New Hampshire unless you were drunk for 10 years and fell out of an airplane in the middle of the night. Chances are you don't have a map and compass with you anyway, and you're not going to recognize the mountains around you. So.
Right, with this little beak, it might be hard to go up that road.
Yeah, I mean, ours is more distance.
There's falls there.
Hi, we're working on day 2's plan. We're here at base camp, and they're working on our execution of what we're going to do. The main objective is to get to the summit of Popple Mountain without getting killed, to enjoy some of the nice outlook ledges there, and we'll see how it goes. That's what we're after. Those beautiful outlook ledges up there. Totally worth it. We have to cross this river. We came prepared. And my boots and my Crocs. Time to freeze. Ooh, oh, it feels nice. Oh yeah. So guys, are your feet awake?
Oh yeah.
Good, good.
We're in the morning.
This is the Ellis River. It's just gorgeous. History over there. We're at the point where we have to cross. I believe this is Miles Brook. Should be an easy rock hop.
Like that way? Yep. Wow. Oh, it's beautiful. Look at that.
This is the top outlook. Pretty serious drop off, huh? There's some moose poop right here. This is winter moose poop. It's comprised of mostly cellulose from they browse on the striped maple particularly. Guess we found the summit.
Made it!
Yep, good job.
Yay!
There's moose browse. You can see where they've been chewing the tops. Very old moose poop. And some deer scat. Yum. And we're going that way. Remnant from the past. Our plan was to hit the ski trail, and we did. We're gonna go this way, over this bridge, continue on. Suddenly the trail's gonna turn to the west pretty abruptly. At that point, we're gonna do another little bushwhack, and that'll be it for the day. Yeah, we made it. Good job. We just have to hike back down this trail and cross the river. Yeehaw, huh?
Yeah.
Well, that was a successful trip. We're making our way out now. We found the summit. We signed the register. We found the outlook ledges. Nobody died. We consider that a win.
Lesson learned. When you're on my mind, it's a curse.
We need to cross that river one more time. It's gonna feel so good on the feet. That feels so good. looks like we had a successful bushwhack. Made it back to the parking lot in one piece. Everybody's happy. Everybody learned something. We made some mistakes. We got a little careless in one spot. But we figured it out really quickly and we knew how to handle it. We never panicked or got too concerned.